Arteta come out to speak in a press conference, and from the comments that he's made, it doesn't really end the speculation over Lewis Skelly. So let me read the comments to see what he said so you can understand. He said, "It's good to be emotional after scoring. You should be emotional when you score a goal. He's a very emotional player, you see with his gestures on the pitch. I'm not going to talk about speculation. If there is speculation about our players, it's a good sign. That means our players are attracting attention and doing a good job. From me, that does not tell me you don't want to sell Lewis Skelly. It doesn't tell me you don't want to sell Lewis Skelly, because information we was getting was that it was coming out from agents' side and stuff like that, that he's been linked to Chelsea and he's been linked to Manchester United, that they've been offering him about. Reputable sources like The Athletic have come up to back it up, and tier one journalists from Manchester United have come out to back it up that, yeah, he has actually been offered to him. It's about the price and things like this. What he did on the pitch yesterday, to me, is a little bit suspicious. He's doing prayer hands, heart emojis, and putting his hand over the badge. It's a little bit dodgy. Is he sending a message to Arteta and the fans saying he loves the club, he don't want to leave? Or is he sending a message to the club saying, I love the club, but yo, I might be going? Because the truth is, Arteta is the one that has created this problem. And the problem is not in the eyes of the club, because Arteta wants to do what is best for the club, which is naturally right. But from the viewpoint of the player, Lewis Skelly, what is he doing that's actually right? Lewis Skelly came into the team. I get he's the Haaland boy. He came into the team towards the end of the season when the team was struggling in the Fulham game, and he helped us get back on our feet and get the title over the line. Cool. Then he's played in our biggest game in our history. First biggest game in our history was the Champions League final in 2006 where we lost to Barcelona. So now this is the biggest game in our history. At 19 years of age, he starts the game. Cool. We only lose on penalties. It's not like he played bad. We only lose on penalties. After this, you go to the market and you sign a high-ranking midfielder that is very likely to start over him. What do you think the young player is going to think? He's going to be thinking about his time and his minutes. How did I develop? Because he only came into the team because the team started to decline and started to do badly. So then now you've signed a better midfielder that can upgrade the team. Where's these minutes going to be? Where's these minutes going to be? You can't guarantee he's going to get minutes. You can't guarantee he's going to play. I say, look at Jude Bellingham. How is Jude Bellingham the player that he is today? He went to Dortmund and he played football. He played football, loads of minutes. He racked up loads of minutes. And that's how he became the footballer that he is today at Madrid, that everybody likes and everybody rates. Miles Lewis Skelly is not going to turn out to be the player he needs to be sitting on the bench. Look what he did for us, Arsenal, and he still did not make the World Cup squad. You've got players from Paris Saint-Germain, Nuno Mendes, saying, I can't believe that Lewis Skelly has not been called up for the England squad. All of that work he mashed for Arsenal, and he still didn't get called up to the England squad. So now, what do you think is going to happen now when Bruno Guimaraes comes in? What do you think is going to happen now? He's going to be sitting on the bench. He's going to be sitting on the bench waiting for scrap minutes, waiting for someone to get injured, waiting for something bad to happen. And he doesn't want that. He's an Arsenal fan. He does not want Arsenal to do bad for him to play. He wants to play because he's good. But you have now signed a midfielder over him that has created a problem. It's a good problem to have as a manager and as a club, because that means we've got loads and loads of high-ranking players. But as the player himself, is that a good way to be treated? Is that a good way to be rewarded? I don't know. You let me know.